For your listening pleasure, listen at 2x speed or 1.75x speed, or if you just feel trippy, listen at normal speed. But that's on you.
And if you go to any video and press start, the video will start playing at regular speed here. But what you could do is press the 3 dots on the top of the page here. Press those 3 dots, and then you will see a playback speed. Press that, and the playback speed has a bunch of different options here. If I press play on the video, here what I want to do is over here, you see the settings option on the video. If you press that, you will have a speed option and it's on normal. And if you change that to 2x, it will play the video in 2x.
How do you describe Tom MacDonald? I wasn't actually curious about it except for like a week ago. My buddy, hey, how you doing? What's up out there? My buddy asked me, what I was doing. Said, I made a video. I put a video up. He's like, oh, what'd you do? I said, oh, Tom MacDonald. And he wasn't familiar with them. And he was like, what's it like? And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, I actually don't know how to say it. Rapper is not correct enough. White rapper, not correct enough. I was like, he's a rapper, but he talks about topics that most rappers don't really talk about. And I was like, man, none of this is doing this guy justice. And then I said, you know what? There's something, even though he's addressing difficult topics, there's something relaxing about it, because I don't feel like he's fake at all. So regardless of whether or not I like the song or don't like the song, is something relaxing about someone who's not trying to trick you. They're just talking about whatever it is they talk about. So that's how I describe Tom MacDonald. And as far as Adam Calhoun, I don't know enough about Adam to say anything. So, anyways, New World Order.
The country's broken.
Oops.
Here's the problem with America, the country's broken. Cause they minds stay closed, but they mouths stay open. Get attacked and we blame terrorists, go broke and we blame the price. Blame racists for the racism, but only if his skin is white. If we don't need guns, cause we can call the police. We don't need fire extinguishers, call a fireman, please. You didn't wanna build a wall and now the border is weak. Your favorite actor has a gate that's like 15 feet. Racism is gay, if you're offended, that's retarded. And tolerance is great until you speak and you're a target. If a white man paints his face black, he's a racist piece of garbage. But you put him in a dress and he's courageous and he's gorgeous. All these double standards, man, I'm tired of the noise. Freedom's an illusion if they censor your voice. Call a dad a deadbeat for neglecting his boys, but a mom kills a baby and you call it pro-choice. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah,
Dude, it's like all rapid fire. It's like,
Your facts ain't facts without censoring us. Yeah, we know that. Good job, you lose is your medal. To a new world order. Why they hate the flag? They try to burn it to the ground. Don't do that in front of me, I'ma let off a round, pow. Scream loud, burn the city down now. Put it on the news, make them all feel proud. Look, make a system where 85% of black people fill the prison. Is it cause they black or they make bad decisions? I ain't good at math, but it seems like it's division. Or is it white privilege? I believe politicians need to be locked up.
dude, if y'all have not checked out Theo Vaughn talked about, not Theo, is it Theo Vaughn? Yeah, Theo Vaughn, white privilege. I would check that out. I would definitely, it'd probably make you crack up. Yeah, I like, it's so weird because there's a lot of shit they're saying that like I don't agree with. But they also say the shit that I do agree with, and it's nice to have both instead of it just being like this fucking echo chamber of bullshit.
Try to take our freedoms, that's how you get shot up. Got our back against the wall, try to just stop us. More guns, more ammunition, please stock up. Election gets rigged, rights get infringed. Take this syringe, frighten your kids, show up right where you live. Make me wanna grab a rifle and just go. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you so special?
You know what's funny though? That's everybody, right? Like if you lean a certain type of way, you think he's talking about the other side, but really like whatever hat you put on, that's what everyone liberals sound like they're talking about Democrats and Republicans that way. Republicans are talking about Democrats that way. Democrats are talking about that way. Blacks talking about whites talking about everybody. People with degrees are talking about that. It's like every barrier. People are like, oh, that's some trippy shit in the background. But anyways, yeah. It's funny, right? Because like if you're part of a certain crowd, you think that he's speaking a way you think. But it's like if you put on a different hat, his words also kind of mirror the opposite group, which I think is really clever. Kind of like Alice in Chains. One time I saw a video where they're asking you, what's this song about? And he's like, whatever you think it's about, that's all it's about.
To a new world Everyone blames white folks for every little bitty thing. We don't have no one to blame. We take responsibility. They tell you be a man, then call it toxic masculinity. Then when you act too feminine, they call it white fragility. I don't understand trans.
It's pretty clever. It's not 100% true, but it's clever. It's clever. I find most everyone can find someone to blame, so like even the whites blame other whites. Or blame the rich whites or whatever.
Man with humility, I'm just trying to raise my kid the best of my ability. If I disagree, you try to cancel, get rid of me. You cancer, you can't be the answer, you killing me. And I hate white supremacy just as much as you. But I ain't feeling guilty for something I didn't do. The system's killing everyone, it sucks, but it's true. They kill you, then they broadcast it and call it the news. Or they'll brainwash you through social media feeds. And if you disagree, delete you immediately. Make America China pretty easy to see. I will always remember the land of the free. You act like you're so much better than us. Yeah, we know that. Who told you that you're so special? To a new world order. Your facts ain't facts.
I'm gonna say it again. I actually I really like it. I really like it. And what's weird about these videos is a lot of times, cause you know, we track you in the back. Well, sorry, not me. YouTube tracks you. And then YouTube gives me the data later. And so I know a lot of people click on a video and a lot of times they don't listen to any of the talking. That's fine. But even if they do, a lot of times it's the only video they watch. Or they might watch some other similar videos, but they don't check the other stuff out. So it's like if I'm saying right now, like, oh, I like what I'm hearing, I like the way it's presented, you might go like, oh, well, maybe I'm like this super conservative dude or whatever. But you don't check the other videos. You don't see me like with pink hair watching like fashion and dancing overseas. Which, if you watch those videos, you'd be like, oh, this guy's like the most liberal dude ever. It's like everyone's just trying to pigeonhole somebody. In this case, you take a couple of minutes and you go, this is what this person's about. Because people don't have the time or the desire to watch more of what someone does. Instead of, it's easier to pigeonhole. It's just easier. So yeah, crazy.
Without censoring us, yeah, we know that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that whole censoring shit is also getting out of control. I've been a long time Joe Rogan fan. Long time. Um, I don't know. 5 years, 6 years, something like that. To me, that's long term. And I don't like all this censoring him. That being said, since he moved to the Spotify platform, there's been some shit on this podcast which just doesn't at all seem like the Joe from a couple years ago. But people allowed to change, people allowed to be different, and change their viewpoints. So it's also something about being in your room or with your buddies talking versus talking to 100 million people. It gets complicated, but I'm not down for censoring the dude. Because he's not promoting. I think if people are promoting like violence and harm, like they're actively recruiting people to go out and commit violence. Yeah, that's a little crazy, you know what I mean? On either side. Because there's crazies on both sides. Like there's people that love plants and animals so much they want to kill humans because humans want to eat plants and keep pets. That's real. Like I've talked to those people. And they're like, if you have a dog in your house or a cat in your house, how about we lock you in a fucking cage? It's like, how about you're fucking crazy for saying some shit like that? But then, other side does the same thing. Get kind of nuts and twisted with it. I think there's so much anger, rightfully so, because shit is so fucked up. There's so much anger and rage and frustration that once you get used to looking at a target, it just lets you vent. So, like, dude, I play video games, and there are some days where I'm just like the most toxic human on earth playing a fucking video game. Like, I'm a 10 out of 10 rage and anger. And it's like, am I really that mad at the players in the game? Or am I really that mad at the game itself? Or am I just like low key pissed off at like 100 different things? And now in this moment with the video game, I get to release it. And so if you look at a certain group of people, not that certain groups don't do certain things. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. Right? People do shit. People, gotta answer for that shit. But once you start unloading, is all of the anger you feel for the things that group of people did? Or is it because you're mad about that and 7 other things, but I happen to have these motherfuckers in front of me? Right? And I don't know what you want to bitch about. You want to bet, what's some real shit? Gas prices through the fucking roof. Rent through the roof. Right? Tax code is complicated. Filling out your taxes in America is like some complicated shit. And propaganda in the media on both sides, every side, Facebook algorithms, YouTube algorithms. And once you're talking about one thing, I think it's easy. I definitely do it. Kind of pissed off about everything, but you gotta be talking about one thing. Like, dude, how about one? I'm gonna leave you with this. Very often when I'm driving, I feel like the weak shit I see driving is representative of like the downfall of civilization. Like, motherfuckers pulling out in traffic, no blinker, cutting people off, slamming on brakes, then turning off randomly, still no blinker. Right? People on their phone at red lights when they turn green and don't fucking move. People who are checking their phone when a light turns red and they drive through it. And this is all shit I see all the time. And it's like, I'm like, well, damn, dude, if we can't operate fucking cars, like, if we can't operate cars in like a somewhat decent fucking manner, what fucking hope is there for anything? But you can kind of hear, like, in the way I'm presenting that argument, that I'm already pissed off and angry about a lot of other shit. And I'm channeling that into how people drive. I do think how people drive is fucked up, though. 100%. Yeah. Yeah, I've done a lot of driving, like, delivery shit since I was like you know, 18. And Ubering and stuff like that. And just like the way you see people drive. It's like it doesn't take that much to be like somewhat considerate. It doesn't take that much. Like, how about this last one? When I see someone tailgate someone on a 2-lane road, sorry, 2-lane in one direction, and there's like no, I'm pulling, I'm coming up, and I just see 2 cars, and one car's tailgating the fuck out of the other one, and there's no other cars in sight. And so to me, both those people are crazy. Like, why does the person in front just get out the way and let the other person pass? But also, why is the one behind him who's tailgating, why don't you fucking just go around? It's like there's no traffic. Either one of them could make an easy decision to make shit like super like non-confrontational and be on about their business and driving the way they want to drive. But you just have like this dummy who's driving really slow in the passing lane. And you also have this other dummy who's super angry in the passing lane, who's pissed off that there's someone slow. And he's like, well, I'm not gonna go around you in the non-passing lane. Like, you should get the fuck out the way. Anyways. And that's why I like watching Tom MacDonald. Cause like I feel like I could do this, I could do that rant any time of the day, as you could feel, because it's like part of my fucking soul. But I feel like this type of music kind of elicits that. This has been a reaction. Bum, 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 bum. Beep, beep.